Hey Xavier, say Cyber Chatter. So I was debating on. I'm trying to make this short and brief tonight. Actually, I was kind of debating on how I want to address this, and thought about a post, but I realized half of you guys don't even read almost everything that I post. So that was obviously out of the blue question. I could easily waited for Saturday for this one, but kind of feeling if we go onto a tangent on Saturday, we won't really cover this topic now. So I was like, you know what? Let me just come on here and address. It's not really big news. It's like some unfortunate news, actually. And again, like I said, I could make a post about it and have it out tomorrow. But like I said, not everybody's gonna read the post and stuff. Besides you, Shader, obviously, because I see your comments all the time. Then I was like, I could easily wait till Saturday to talk about it, but I feel like if it doesn't get bring up around that time, then there's really not much to talk about. Then I decided to keep it quiet for a little bit. But um, actually, what I want to talk about is this unfortunate news. Is about what's going on or what has been going on with the selfie stick and mic that I recently bought from eBay. So just a context again, because like I said, not everybody's gonna read the post of like everything. So I went ahead last week and paid off again for the mic and the selfie stick off of eBay. I was debating them or Amazon, but I was calculating the prices, seeing how much I was gonna have left, and I was like, you know what, eBay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that because eBay is matching up my prices, how much money I'm gonna have left, um, compared to how Amazon was going for. So I'm like, okay, this should work a second time, hopefully. So yeah, like I said, put in mom's address and stuff. Wasn't really tripping out about because that's like 55-minute something ride. Okay, cool. I can just take a drive one weekend, get it, probably spend time, and then, you know, going in with the package and everything. All right, cool. Um, Long due after, I think it was the next day. Yeah, the next day, get an email about the mics talking about how it's like it's a safety hazard or something like that. eBay just informed me about the little safety concern with the mics. Okay, I got you. Talk to the seller, and I think it was that same day the seller for the stick, not the mics, the stick, had contact me and told me that it's take about like 3 to 5, no, 3 to 7 business days. Yeah, it's like a chemical thing in the mics. I don't know. Again, that was weird that eBay hit me up about that, even though the first time go round they didn't say anything about it, but they kind of did, and I was like, okay, that was kind of weird. So again, weird as it was. Anyway, so what's selfie stick? Okay, keep in mind the first time I purchased this, I got no messages. Well, I think besides from the selfie stick, I did. But anyway, I got no messages from no one's in of the sellers about anything. Um, so like I said, with the selfie stick, the seller hit me up saying that, um, okay, I'm gonna just read the message actually. Let me just pull up eBay real quick. So, it's loading up right now. Well, actually, I'm gonna go to my notification because that's where we're texting. 1 second. Oops. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I think can't define it, but anyway, so he was telling me like, the package take about 3 to 7 business days. We hope you're very patient with it. Blah blah blah. You have any like questions or concern, like don't hesitate to reach out. Sound like cool. I get it. I get it. Labor Day weekend. That's understandable. The package is gonna take its sweet time. If it has to take 3 to 7 business days due to the fact that a holiday is coming up and the post office are closed on that specific day, I was not worried about it at all. And again, I was like fully aware of it. It gave me like certain estimate dates of when the packages are coming. And, you know, on that, we text back, and that was all good. All right, so rewind to yesterday. This where it all started. So rewind to yesterday. Yesterday, I look. I was tracking down the package because apparently they're both for like two different packages due to the fact that um, the stick and the mics are like they had two different track numbers due to the stick having a little delay. Okay, so check yesterday morning on the way to work, and when I was like, okay, so there's a possibility that this will be in today. So by the time I pulled up, got my notification again saying that it's arriving today. And I'm like, all right, selfie stick is arriving today, while as the mic was supposed to arrive. It was supposed to be like Friday, but then it was supposed to be arriving today. You know. Anyway, so I'm looking over. I mean, not looking over. So I hit up my mom and told her like, hey, there's a package that's supposed to come out today. Blah blah blah. And she was gonna be on the lookout for it. Okay, tell me why I go back to eBay, right? Checking in the tracking, and tell me why did I get this at like 6:56? Like, minutes before I literally clocked. So I'm in the building. I'm inside of Walmart, right? And I almost clocked in. So I get this message, this notification tracking thing at 6:56 a.m. It moved it, left no address. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I see that it moved it. And then I look back again and it said it left no address whatsoever. So I had to Google it. I'm like, so what does it mean if it moved it left no address? Basically, it's saying that it's returning to the center. So I hit up the seller yesterday. I hit him up. I heard nothing back from him until like last night. And basically, what he was telling me, and let me just pull up this conversation actually. So I shoot him around 10:36, right? 10:36. I hit him up asking did he have anything on his end with the package saying that it's going back on his end. I left no address. Why did it took this person, this seller, till 10:16 p.m.? Like, 10:36 a.m. and then now it's 10:16 p.m. You finally hit me up saying, "Hi, thanks for your message and feedback. We had checked the tracking. It is shown September 3rd, 2025, 6:56 a.m. Metairie, Louisiana, which is ended with the zip code. Move, left no address. And it's telling me to call USPS right now. And it gave me like the actual number of USPS. And I'll get to that in a few minutes. Basically, what he's saying that the package is still in transit. Please wait patiently. We will follow the tracking until it arrives. We are honest sellers. We'll be responsible. Have any questions? Please feel free. Contact us again. Thanks and regards. So I'm like, just thinking to myself, I'm like, do I really want to risk taking this call? And then, fortunately, I did, and I found out the answers too. I found out the answers due to the voicemail. Even though you tell me to call, you told me to call them, the UPS, even though they were closed last night too. Keep that also in mind. And turn to find out, they went ahead and say one thing, like, oh, it's still in transit. No, the package is already going back to the center again, and Unfortunately, the office was closed, so I had to contact an agent in the morning. I didn't. I didn't feel like wasting my time on contacting no agents. And then when I look back again today, it returned. So the selfie stick is returning back to the center because something going on with the tracking system. Me and Tyler, we were talking about this actually, and that what he suggested that like something going on with the USPS tracking system and stuff. So anyway, followed by today. Today, the mics was supposed to come in, and it said that it was on delivery. It was out for delivery. Okay, cool. Anyway, I was actually planning on going to Metairie too, just a quick little run there, and I was like, let me be sure by the time, before I leave out, the mics get there on time. So that way it's like I can have one thing, then I'll buy the other stuff on Amazon from there. Okay, so with the mics, that's another same thing. There's talking about there was an issue with the delivery, which again, it's really stupid. So apparently, 7:12 a.m. It was out for delivery, and um, not until like 1:58 p.m. close to like 2 o'clock. There was no such numbers of it, and going by the tracking number of it, basically it's saying that it was because of an incorrect address. And I'm, again, so confused of it because um, nothing was really was sorry, nothing was incorrect of the address for it, which again, text Tyler and I was like, we ran into another problem because the address was supposedly, as they claim, it was incorrect. So my plan was actually was to have it out and then show you guys on the Saturday night live stream and everything, right? But now, thanks to this little um, issue that you ran into again, this is the second time actually you ran into this problem, that plans is being on hold once again. So, like I said, I was trying debating on what to really put out. Like again, that I want to post it, but I know everybody don't really read the posts that I always post out unless not too that damn important to some of y'all guys. Or it was like post it, go live, or just keep it quiet until like you know keep it quiet or whatever. So that's what happened. That's what happened. The Well, I know you read the post, not counting you, not counting you. You're excluded. Like I said, I read all your comments that you be making, man. So I know when I get a YouTube notification that it's when I first scroll, well, when I hit the scroll button and stuff, like notifications, I know if I see a YouTube notification like minutes later, it's like, oh yeah, Cheddar comments something. It's not might be the first comments that I always see, but I know like if I post something, yeah, Cheddar's gonna like snooping around. You're gonna make a comment about it. So yeah, hey Ava. But yeah, so that's what's going on right now. I'm disappointed right now because I was hoping around next month. This is next month. I was hoping around, well, either later on this month or next month. I got to, film and everything. So now all that is being pushed back again because we're having issues with the shippings. And again, I don't know why is the address is supposedly incorrect. The address is actually correct. Maybe something going on with the systems in USPS. Again, that is just weird, but at the same time, I told Tyler I found a better option up of Amazon, I know it's gonna like hurt much of my pockets, but at the same time, it's like I need these really, really bad. And I mean, it's not bad either, actually. It's not bad price, actually. So, looking at like 36.44, which is not bad. And like I said, I did the calculations and stuff. And it gives me the option too, like, do I want to do like the delivery coming that Sunday, which there's also like a shipping handling fee. So that's go figure, which is like six 99, which adds up to the 34. And then if I want to do like the 2 day delivery, which that's like 10 18, which should come like that Saturday, 2 day delivery, that'd be like 39.96, or like $40 at the most. So that's what's going on right now. So that's pretty much what's going on right now. Yeah. So I'm gonna just get these bad boys from Amazon, and then work from there, at least. So sucks. It really sucks, but at the same time, it is what it is. Kind of wish the situation was a bit more different, but everything always happens for a reason. So, but that's one of the unfortunate news why I want to come on here and just talk about, you know, then trying to see how I'm gonna pay that off too with the Amazon thing, cause I really don't want to wait till like the next check to get it, cause I know for sure the other things take care of too. Then I don't want to like waste too much of it. So that's pretty much that's pretty much you know what was what was happening. So but um yeah, that's pretty much what it was. So hopefully this shows a better result of it. Hopefully it shows a bit more better results than the previous incident and stuff. But other than that, other than that, hope everyone's been all right, been good. Um, Working on the descriptions right now for the videos that's coming out in the next upcoming weeks, which I almost forgot about these. So, but you're gonna love it. You're gonna love the next upcoming vids that are coming out. And yes, I did hear about that. I was gonna wait till Saturday too to talk about that, but let's talk about it. Yes, I did hear about that actually. I seen the video, like yesterday morning. I seen the video. Woke up to the video on YouTube, surprisingly, and okay, I I'm gonna say it like this. I remember hearing when John, not John, God, what's that guy's name? Jack, yeah, when Jack, and we're gonna follow this more about this up on Thursday too, but today is Thursday, Saturday. I remember when Jack posts about it, not like post about it, like he was making like a whole rant post on Instagram about um stealing and content and all that other stuff, like audio based and whatever, and people taking credit for the work and everything. And I'm just over here thinking like, okay, this is probably one of the moments where Jack like has like a little hissy fit or whatever, and then he just goes on Instagram and just manipulate, I guess, his fans or something, and then literally people in the comments are like agreeing with it, and people like were so confused, like who stole something, this and that, and it wasn't until like Aaron made the video um, yesterday and said that someone stole various things, the master tapes and stuff, and it didn't like okay at first I knew who it was because like later on in that day it kind of like got more and more, and then like photos started leaking out and I like know who the person was that did it, but it didn't click to me. Like I went back to Jack's post and I was like, when was this posted? And it said like 2 days ago. Yesterday it said 2 days ago, and I'm like, that's weird because Aaron just posted the video like today, and even though it happened on the second, even though it said 2 days ago, so it didn't click to me till like later on. I started watching the video again, and I was like, oh, okay, I get it. So this happened beforehand, but it was the new camera that spotted the person that did it. So okay, it makes sense. At first, it really didn't click to me. It was just like, why would you go rob someone that someone like Aaron? I mean, I get it. I get why you would do it, like why you hate Aaron, but still, like, just to go to the museum. I was gonna call it a warehouse, but a museum, and steal so much artifacts. As far as we know, some of the master tapes got stolen. Uh, it really must have been crazy and urgent situation because I saw the video on my feed right after I woke up hours. Exactly, yeah. And okay, as far as I know, someone told Aaron who it was, but Aaron, they're not gonna announce who it is until like Aaron makes a public video about it, which we'll probably know more once Aaron makes the video of it. But I guarantee you, I indeed know the person who did it. I am not surprised from the person who did it, even though I don't know this person well enough. I know we used to talk, but for his own action to just did what he did was again pretty stupid, pretty ridiculous. Um, yeah. Is it known who actually stole from the museum? Yes, it is. Well, the community, some people in the community know. That's what I was saying. Like I know who it was, and you know what? I'm gonna just say this anyway. And like I said, Saturday we'll pick this little kick back up, obviously. So it comes by no surprise, ladies and gentlemen. And again, obviously, I think Aaron will say something different whenever he drops the video. But look, I'm say this now, and then once Aaron drops the video, we'll watch it together, I guess. Anyway, it was indeed a member of a certain group. This certain group has been pretty much known in the community for many of various things. So right off the bat, this is, of course, we are talking about the mafia, ladies and gentlemen. The person who went to creative engineering, went to the museum. His name is Jonah. He used to be on YouTube. surprisingly deleted his YouTube channel. Okay, I realized that earlier today. So um, he was under the name you probably remember as Rockfire Fan 123. If you guys remember in the past streams where I used to play like what it takes at Smitty's, that was one of his videos. So Jonah, again, I don't know him well enough, but I used to talk to him. I can let you guys know that he is actually I'm not gonna say Rockfire fanatic, but he is someone that does digitize various of old Rockfire show tapes, various of show tapes and stuff. He is a programmer. He did program shows before, um, and he is also someone that does really gatekeeps audio too. I know he has like a batch of stuff of shows that he does like little work on here and there, digitize their audio, and then makes like this makes reels off. I mean, do the reels and stuff for it. He did have a main account at one point. Then it was like an on and off thing that he'd be like online, offline, whatever. Then he made this private account. Um, I don't know for sure if I mean I was on the private account for one point. Like I was following him on the private account, but I don't know if he like blocked me off the private account or whatever, or he deleted his whole account after what happened. I mean I don't really know for sure what it is. All I know was I stopped seeing his account. And other than that, I was like, okay, that's weird. Like, I don't know, this dude just ended up blocking me or whatever. I mean, we used to be cool, like I said, we used to be cool and everything. And, I mean, if we did some videos together in the past that's, you can actually still, like, uh, look for in here, if you can find them, obviously. But, but anyway, yeah, so he like does that with various Rockfire audios, and he has like different. He shows off like the collections he has, different like show tapes. I know he used to have some peace sign theater stuff too. At one point, I know like one last year he played like the Dolly show tape. Yeah, yeah, and he is a cast member at the Chuck E. Cheese store in Gulfport. That's his local store in Mississippi. Never met him before. We were planning on meeting up actually at the Comic Con back in January. Um, and um, never did. So that's how I met Damon. So I met Damon that day, that Saturday I met Damon. Jonah was only there that Friday, but that was only for him to get like the pictures with the Back to the Future cast. So I remember telling Damon about that too. But yeah, I only met Damon that Saturday, and I did met Jonah. So Jonah only went for that Friday and never went that Saturday. I mean, it was kind of weird, but that's not the point. Anyway, so yeah, so he took some actual tapes. I don't know what else he took. Apparently, from a screenshot from Tyler said that he said, well, from Jonah, sorry, from what Jonah claims, that he found them in a banded storage unit, which kind of explained where a lot of Rockafire stuff, uh, audio can be found at nowadays, like the real to real stuff, abandoned storage unit. Like I kind of knew that the Country 2 track, the demo one, at least it's probably my thoughts of it. I don't know, but probably some of it came from him. Oops. Yeah, probably some of it came from him, like the cover of the Rolling Stone. I don't know if that's true or not, or maybe that did came from like the department, CEC themselves, because of course CEC, they did have a lot of, at least back in the day, they had a lot of reels, old reel decks and stuff, which is kind of true in that story as well. That explains why most of the Rockfire materials came from too. So also, but anyway, I am highly convinced. I am highly convinced that Junk did came from Jonah because if watching the video at least, that was his actual real deck that he used. And as far as I know, I think he's the only person that used a real deck, and you know, it has something to do with it. Maybe same thing with Country too. I don't know for sure, but that's the point. Going off page here. Anyway, so it's no fact that he did took some master tastes in the picture of a couple of them that he has, and he claims that he had them from abandoned storage unit. But from what Tyler said, that is the stuff that he got from Aaron. And as far as I know, he hates Aaron with a passion gut. Like when Jonah used to have his first channel, Aaron would copyright strike him for many of reasons because, you know, Smitty's and that story with Aaron and Damon, and Aaron would send like so much emails to Jonah about taking down the videos and stuff. You know, classic Aaron style, crash out, Fector, Karen Fector moment. What else there? What is there else to say? Yes, it was literally out of hatred. Like I said, that beef literally goes way back, and I mean, it's I guess for every member they have their own stories when it comes to it. I guess with every community member they have their own stories. Uh, when it comes to it, when you hate Aaron for a passion, and I'm not just saying just Mafia because it's obvious everyone in the Mafia despise Aaron for one or two reasons, and there's no surprise in that one. I mean, I think we can go down a list and you know hear everybody's story. We can have a circle around the damn table for it. But again, I feel like everyone has their own hatred for Aaron in a way. Um, so anyway, that's the point. That's the point. Look, everyone don't like Aaron, so I'm not gonna say that. Oh, it was because I hate. No, I think it was. I don't know what the reason is. I'm not gonna say it's out of hatred. I don't know. Again, it's obvious that people who are friends with the mafia, and of course themselves, mafias themselves, some of them are chosen to really keep quiet and to stay out of this whole drama, this mess. Which again, it's like, you know, rightfully so. I am not gonna disagree with this one because at the same time, we don't know the whole story right now. As far as we know, we don't know the whole story. Um, Maybe there is link messages that will somehow arose. Maybe this was something that Jonah planned it on his own. We really don't know. But as far as we do know, Aaron is aware. Aaron is aware about the mafia, and he is aware of what they do. So as far as we are concerned, at least as far as this stream is concerned, Aaron is aware of the mafia. So if it is, if the story is true, like I said, Aaron will probably release a video about it very soon. Maybe they're still working around to see like what has been lost. He thought that something came off the Harlow Bear show. He claims the Harlow Bears. We all know what that show is, obviously, but let's just say Harlow Bears because Aaron keeps calling them the Harlow Bears. They're not the Harlow Bears. They're the other band. Okay, but I don't know how Aaron gets those confused. But that's the point. He thought that he's still like a raccoon and another creature. They're still there. So my thing is, I get it. Not everybody's gonna like someone because of one little thing. And like I said, we can go around the whole room and talk to a lot of people about why they don't like Aaron because of this, and that. And I'm not just saying like the mafia, I mean like other people, like regular community members, like, okay, hey, what is your thing you don't like about Aaron? And, deal personally with Cher. What is one thing you don't like about Aaron? And, everybody has their disregards with Aaron of his actions and stuff. And I get it. That's understandable. But the go part saying you go into the basement, to the attic or whatever, and to just steal so much stuff from him is like ridiculous, and that just shows how much like this is really stupid. Right, it is too much. It is too much. I think that's going really too far fetched as well because like Aaron worked it so hard, or at least at least working so hard on that museum, and like I get it. If we have to pay so much dollars to, and I'm gonna disagree with this, but we have to pay so much dollars to make, to see a full Circus Melody show. I like tracks we never heard of. Then yes, of course you're gonna have your average people who buy the premium channel and watch Aaron's diaries and other stuff because they find entertainment, and that's the way they can make money off of it instead of watching Aaron doing some other behind the scenes stuff. I mean, yes, those even get linked too, by the way, obviously, but yeah, it is too much, and I feel sorry for Aaron, like for all of that, and now we'll probably never get to see or get to hear what God, what that song called, but the show must go on. We'll never get to hear that. We'll never obviously get to hear the show must go on, or we'll probably never get to hear. This is a possibility. We'll probably never get to hear the clear audio of the sideshow melody. Again, it's a possibility. It could get leaked out there one day. Who knows? It could get possibly leaked and put out there. I mean, it could happen. Anything is possible on the table. So it's one of those hopes that it can get out there. I'm not saying it will, but it could, if it's done right. But at the same time, I feel sorry for Aaron for him going through all this trouble, and I know it's hard for him too because with him building this museum and putting things around, now you got people like Gene and Langton and Robbie and Jack, is also concerned of it. So it's unfortunate that Aaron has to go through this, and this ain't the first time too. Like, there's so many people that like stole from Aaron before, and I'm not even talking about mafia stuff. I mean, like, literally, this goes date all the way back to the damn carpet situation too. Like, and other stuff in creative engineering, that we'll probably never get to hear about ever again. But still, I feel sorry for Aaron. I really do feel sorry for Aaron that he has to go through this, and his team has to go through this as well, through this whole problem. I know it's rough for him right now, and especially, whatever was stolen, like I said, Cheddar. Yes, he can really go for jail for that, but I think what it is, I think he deactivated all of his accounts and stuff so he can like hide away. And then if he does have a heart, I'm just saying if, because I know sometimes how Jonah operates. He'll say one thing and then he doesn't really do it as said or whatever, or probably procrastinate or whatever. But if Jonah does have a heart, at least he'll probably release like those audios or whatever to the public. But I'm not gonna give any like, well, I'm gonna say I'm gonna doubt that because I don't think we're gonna see like a Tabitha or Travis make an episode on it and people are gonna like literally point fingers to them, and then I don't think they need to deserve all that. But honestly, it's best for you to just come clean. But obviously, I don't think would do that, you know. But yes, you're right. Let me reread this comment. I just heard jail time. My bad. I was ranting on. It's like if someone saw a bunch of MJ master tapes with dozens of unreleased music of them must have been worth it for the Steelers, but it's really not. You go to jail for it. That's true, and you know. Oh, that felt good. Uh, Going back with MJ actually. I see that some of those tastes actually from what we were talking about Tuesday, some of them are actually on online actually. The one with the dangerous stuff, yeah, some of them actually on is online, like with the LL Cool J one. So those been out online for a good hot minute. How has it been online? I do not know, but I was just listening to what was this earlier? Oh, I was listening to the Thrillers, like the songs that was like demos and stuff for Thrillers and everything. And God, there's this one song that I listened to, and I was like, where did this came from again? And God, I forgot the song. I think it's on my history section. Let me look. Oh no, I can't find it. I forgot what the song was called, but it was like these came from like Japanese releases too. Oh, here it is. I found it. So, yeah, like I said, I was listening to Thriller. You know, all the demos that that's already out in the public, and there's this one song called "Got the Hots," which I think I said it was. Yeah, we did talk about that, and so supposedly it came from a Japanese edition of Thriller 25, which I didn't know Japanese actually had a Thriller edition of of it. So supposedly some of these albums came from Thriller 25. But yeah, the song with the LL Cool J, yeah, that's actually is online. Um, and I thought it was like lost forever and stuff. But I guess it goes to show you that some stuff's still out there online, and some of them or will be forever lost too. You know, so I agree with you on that one. I don't know how the state themselves is not taking notice of it, but I guess cool. I guess. But moving right along though, I want to continue on with MJ actually too. Uh, so part four is probably gonna like 20, 30 minutes long. And that was a lot of context are getting longer. They are 20, 30 minutes. Holy smackadoodles. Here we go. Cool. I think there was a shorter. The first three parts were shorter, I guess. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen them. Oh, snack a crap a pop. Yeah. But hey, back to MJ. Back to MJ. I seen this recently, and this is headlining news, by the way. Like I said, I won't be on here for long though. But anyway, this is like groundbreaking news. It's kind of giving attention. So of course, as you know, the biopic is coming up around next year, and a lot of MJ fans are so excited about it. Okay, I seen this out of the blue, and so much drama. I guess you can say drama. It's one thing about Jackson family. They always got drama, and it never ends. Just love it so much. Anyway, cool. So Paris Jackson, who is Michael Jackson's daughter, by the way, in case some people don't know. If you don't know her, that's good because you really fell off. Anyway, she calls out one of the actors because Mr. Coleman Domingo, who is playing Joe Jackson in the biopic, he said to, I guess, a news press, I don't know where this story came from, honestly, but he said that how Paris Jackson was very helpful in contributing to the into the film and everything. So apparently Paris didn't like what Coleman said, and so she went to her Instagram story, called him out, and again, this is news headlining media too, and saying that she did not help out at all. Oh yes, there is John with Paris. Yeah, I think like you have to say which sibling is like the most controversial. is Paris. Like, I don't listen to Paris music. I follow Paris, and it's like I don't pay attention much to her because she just don't interest me. But yeah, she's been to some deep shit lately, as far as I'm concerning it. And it's crazy. Like fans are like now hearing about it. So anyway, so what it was that during the production of the movie, um, after reading the first track, right after the first draft, not the first track, the first draft, Paris didn't like what was said or whatever. We don't know the scenes. Was it like she didn't like what was said during the first draft of the scripting, or this or that? As far as it's known, Prince Jackson was the only one who really contributed to the movie, praised the movie very, very much, was really supportive from beginning to end of the movie. Blanket, on the other hand, I know he hasn't really spoke much about it. I think he was in some allegations or some drama mess with Catherine at one point. I think I'm not really sure. I just know this family has so much damn drama, and it never escapes each blood members. At least on Jackson's side of the family. I don't know about the others' kids, but it's one thing about this family. It's like there's always dramas coming up in the air, and so what it was that she didn't like the first draft, and the producers, the movie people, did not like or didn't approve none of the notes that she said. So she just stepped out from the film and didn't like do it. She didn't contribute or anything, but she was saying like it's Hollywood. They'll put anything in and make it believe like it's a national film or like it's make believe, whatever. So basically, common stuff that like you'll hear like you'll base is on a real story. Like they'll tell you it's based on a real story about this person's life, but they'll add like additional extra scenes to just make it make believe or like it's real or it's not real, something like that. So she's calling out about that. Fans are saying she could have kept her mouth shut. She shouldn't say anything. It wasn't. Yeah, I want to say she was blacklisted. It was more like when she read the first draft. Okay, from my understanding, from what I was reading from Paris's video, listening to Paris video, it was basically saying like when she read the first draft, she did not like how it was settled. So what she did was she gave the people behind the movie a few notes, but they declined her notes of what to say. And again, we don't know what scene in particular. We don't know what just a scene of her when she was a little girl, or was this a scene like something with her father? A lot of people say that she does not like her father, but that's not the case. But other than that, it was like she just backed out from the movie, and you got a actor who's playing your grandfather, late grandfather, and he's praising you. Again, this is probably just something that Hollywood is just saying, like, hey, tell the people the Jackson family were very, very helpful. Just a good praise and stuff. So Paris wasn't really rocking with it. Yeah, so she stepped down. She stepped down from the movie, yes. She stepped down from the movie, and she ain't gonna talk trash about it because she wants the MJ fans to be happy about this film. But get this, she does not give a care about the MJ fans at all. Very much so. And that's what leading up to next. So I was going to say that people thinking that Paris hates her father because of how isolated she was and stuff, literally after, he died. And I mean, if you ever seen like the videos, those home videos, even like the memorial for Michael Jackson, Paris was very emotional that her father passed away. And people are speculating like now, okay, now you're becoming this grown adult, you're becoming this independent woman, you hate your father. But Paris claims and acknowledges the fact that she does not hate her father very much. She just don't like the fans. I don't know what that's all about. But anyway, let me pull it up actually, the video. Well, I got it. It's on Reddit too. So I'm in this server, and oh my god, these guys are going at it with these messages. I'm not gonna read all of it, But I'm gonna just show you the one from yesterday. Imagine stepping away from your father's voucher just because the drama draft. And you know what? That's what I call the situation, the drama draft. Exactly. I don't know for sure if Blanket shut down either, but as far as I know, Paris did, and that was pretty much it. I know Paris stepped down. I don't know what Blanket was part of the project. I know some of the Jackson families were part of the project. I don't know about the sisters. I heard so much about the sisters with the estate. I don't know if that's true or not, man. It just there's so much stuff happening, bro, and it's just like you know what? I can't anymore. Like anyway, I'm gonna play it right now. So this is what Paris' response is to it. In 1 second. So this is like 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 57 seconds. It's like 3 different slides. But anyway, let me flip the camera around. Well, on full screen, then I'll flip the camera around. So this is what Pierre's response was to this whole, uh, thing. So let me turn it up some so you can hear it. Because now if I do the Saturday premiere, it's not gonna let me play this. Oh. Okay. Wrong button.
Kind of just like leave it alone.
Let's try that again.
Because it seems like there's no.
So it was wrong button, right button, volume down, volume up, play again. Here we go.
Okay, I'm gonna say this and then I'll like kind of just like leave it alone. Because it seems like there's responses. There's been a lot of responses to the thing that I posted earlier about just like clarifying like that I wasn't involved at all. Aside from like giving feedback on the first draft and then getting the feedback that yeah we're not actually going to address your notes at all. Like all right, like fuck me, you know. So I just like butt it out and I just like I've left it alone because it's not my project. So you know they're gonna make whatever they're gonna make. A big reason why I haven't said anything up until this point is because I know a lot of you guys are gonna be happy with it. Like a big section. The film panders to a very specific section of my dad's fandom that still lives in the fantasy, and they're gonna be happy with it. Just like I remember hearing about how Freddie Mercury's family responded to seeing the Bohemian Rhapsody film, right? And I remember like reading the Dirt autobiography as a kid, and then growing up and like watching the movie they ended up making, starring like MGK, and I was like, okay. The thing about these biopics is it's Hollywood, so this is it's fantasy land. It's not real, but it's sold to you as real, and a lot of sugar coated. Like the narrative is being controlled, and there's a lot of inaccuracy, and there's a lot of just full blown lies. And at the end of the day, like that doesn't really fly with me. I don't really like dishonesty. I spoke up. I wasn't heard. I fucked off. That's it. Y'all are gonna like the fucking movie, so just go watch it, go enjoy it, do whatever, leave me out of it. So, something that like quite a lot of people are saying is like, she hates her dad. She resents him. She wants nothing to do with him. Because I'm not like calling the shots on set, being a big shot producer of a movie that's filled with just inaccuracies. That's not my truth. That's not where I'm coming from. I just prefer honesty over like sales and monetary gain. Like that's it. And I kind of just don't want anything to do with that. So I'm gonna fuck off again. I'm gonna keep minding my own business. I suggest you do the same. God bless and Godspeed.
Just to think the fact that this is literally Michael Jackson's daughter, and we just sat here, listened to a 2 minute and 57 seconds video of her explaining her reason behind his biopic is insane. And I tell you guys, a lot of people, hardcore MJ fans, are are going against Paris for her explanation and stuff. And again. Look. Honestly, pardon my French, but what the smeagol in Hollywood without problems behind the scenes? Yeah, exactly. That's a good way to say it, buddy. But still, in my honest opinion, I don't know Paris that much. I don't know much about her music. As far as I know, I heard she like fell off in the industry or whatever, and did her own thing or something like that. Now there's debatable talk saying that maybe these aren't Michael Jackson biological kids, this and that. We ain't gonna get into all that talk because that's a lot of stuff in the Discord server. But hold up, she's not wrong about one thing, and again, it's already true. It's Hollywood. It is Fantasyland. Not everything in every scene is going to be true in the biopic. So she already stating the obvious, just to put it out there. So right off the get go, we already know with this Michael Jackson biopic, not everything is gonna be like, based on true lives. Maybe some scenes are gonna be like extra scenes because this is what Hollywood wants to put in. And if you ever watch a biopic of, of anyone, some things actually happened in this person's life and something actually didn't happen in this person's life. They say that it's based off of a true story, but it's not really based off half of it is based off a true story, half of it isn't based off a true story. So, but I feel like if she would have just stayed quiet about this whole situation instead of speaking up about the situation and not saying that, oh, I was not involved in the movie, this and that, blah blah blah, I'm a fuck off, whatever, then you are getting the impression to the fans, at least, saying that, oh, you are tarnishing this movie, you are ruining this movie, you got a problem with the movie. So now, due to that whole thing, it's now going nationwide. Articles are speaking up about it. Fans are speaking up about it, saying how Paris, she could have just stayed off the radar and whatever and kept quiet. But instead, yes, she, those things are left to be unsaid. Well, actually, it's so much better. Ladies and gentlemen, if there's one thing depicted of wow, just wow, that is a nice way to open up my Instagram. Ain't that some spit? Lovely, lovely, lovely. This is not what I want to see on my Instagram, but guess what? That is. Look at Pooby's face. Oh my God! Look at Pooby's face. And look at you know what? That's it's a wholesome pic. It is. But I didn't want to. Oops. But I didn't want to see that. I didn't want to see that. You know what? You know what? Yeah, we're gonna turn off the camera. So, brother. I was actually saving this for a post tomorrow, but, indicating the fact that what we just witnessed was Miss Paris, I had to point this out here. Let me find it. Do 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 do. Yep, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Some things are better left unsaid, but you know me, I'm gonna say it anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Paris right now, okay? This is literally the whole mood I had to hear about with Paris Jackson. some things are better left unsaid, but you know me, I'm gonna say it anyway. So this is gonna be a pic I'm gonna post tomorrow, actually, for I just thought about that. I looked on Facebook yesterday. I was like, this is so me, and it's like. You guys know how I am with some things are like, okay, some things are better left unsaid, and then when somebody brings a specific topic like, hey, so you heard that, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is basically me every time I'm talking to you guys about something where it's like, okay, I think this should be better left unsaid. But when somebody brings something up saying, hey, so how you heard about the new news? I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna say it anyway. So, yeah, that mean pretty much sums up the whole drama damn thing. It does, it really does. It sums up everything. Yes, that is true. That is so true. Yep. And I love it. And I love it. Love it. Love it so much. And this is me every time. Almost every time on a daily basis. And some things are better left unsaid, but you know, I had to say it anyway. So other than that, yeah, that's what I want to show you guys. But anyway, other news in the news media, ladies and gentlemen, of course, as you guys seen too, Shittynapolis is going to, I guess I can say this real fast. Shittynapolis is going to SPT. Now, I don't know what their plans are for SPT. I don't know what SPT is going to destroy them or save them for whatever the heck they can do, honestly. I know a lot of people say they were going to Hicksville, and I forgot which post I seen it somewhere saying that they're not going to Hicksville. But then again, I seen your comment to each other. It's like, oh, they're gonna make them taxidermies. I was like, I hope they got money for it. Let's hope they make some more. To become multi taxidermies. Yeah, if corporate makes a success of it, makes a success off of not the taxidermies, makes a success off of the Chuck's arcades, and whew, okay, cool. Expect to see more. Don't say Adventure World will have a taxidermy. Just saying. That wouldn't be right. But I would not be surprised if they had the Adventure World concept right. And if they make a taxidermy out of it, then I'm not surprised of it. But at the same time, now if they make more Chuck's Arcades, that'd be pretty damn cool. Would it be cool to see a goddamn taxidermy animatronic? No, it wouldn't be that you know the word, but it wouldn't. But either way, I think Tyler just said that just to, like, calm fans down too, because like once the pictures got leaked and everything and like posted and everything stuff, we kind of knew like what was happening. Like, oh, they're going back to SPT for something, whether they're like gonna be spending their lively time away, wrap around and something, and like everything's normal. It's like if all the Chuck's Arcade locations gonna have themselves, right? I feel like that's the only case they can do it. I could see that. I would say 3 stages, but God knows how many 3 stages are in that SPT warehouse, honestly. And it been using them for parts for the legacy stores. I honestly think, that Willowdale needs parts. At least from my understanding, Willowdale needs parts. Speaking of which, Willowdale. Okay, good question. Why did they change the latex from plastic mask? Budget cuts, my friend, budget cuts. Probably less than 3 stages in there. I'll give you that one. Right? Probably so. I mean, shit. Talking about, oh, we're using it for parts. Hicksville is really good on parts right now. Hicksville is really good condition. The only one that needs parts is Willowdale. They need parts, okay? Like honestly, they need some parts. They need a whole facelift. Honestly, that's what they need. Forget Hicksville. Come on, Canada, give us some love too, okay? But again, if corporate actually provide the parts for the legacy stores, this is what I just said. I was like, they actually do that. That'd be really nice. I mean, what's next? Corporate take out the random moments, bitch. But that's still right. Yeah, I was getting parts from Amazon and eBay. Yep, that Sounds about right. I mean, look, if you saying, oh, we're gonna provide parts for the legacy stores, hey, provide parts for all these other locations too, sir. I mean, ma'am, or whatever. But you know, but anyway, back to the Canada situation. So I'm typing that up right now. Uh, I'm typing that up right now, and God, it's just about to be. This about to be the most interesting hardcore city most rant ever. Like I have to go through the screenshots, the messages, the Reddit posts, and like y'all are not ready for this. And I'm so glad that we're done with Legacy Stores too. But y'all are not ready for this because Canada, the months and I had to wait, and I had to wait, and I had to wait. This story is my favorite part of the show. It's not the COVID one, which I still like, by the way. It's not the 2017 one, which I also still like, by the way. But Canada, this is about to be a very interesting long recording. I'm still typing it out right now, and it's about to be peak. So we're about to go all in the Fatal Road Stage 2 stage hybrid discussion. You damn right, man. You damn right, because I'm about to call out corporate on so much shit. Bro, I mean, I'm gonna be talking. I'm gonna show up the Reddit post, what Mark was saying. I got the pictures of the destroyed two stage road stage. I mean, man. I feel like this about to be the highlight of the video. Like, I feel like the Canada story is gonna be like the most interesting highlight throughout the whole video, and I feel like that's gonna take more, like the chunks of it, more of it recording wise too. So, and then I'm also go on another tangent too. So like every time I do this, like I gotta go on a tangent. So right now I'm just typing this out. You know, I'm typing this out and everything, and hope we have it out sooner than later. So I'm excited. I'm excited for it, and I know you guys are excited for it because I think that's one part of the video where everybody's gonna like really interested to hear like the Canada storyline. It's like, yeah. So about that, and then of course I had to talk about the unfortunate of Chile, how that story became to be. Brief message on that one, and then of course discuss the rumor of it too, and then also some other stuff. Man, I ain't gonna say a lot of stuff what's going to happen, but just know it's coming. It's coming. It's coming soon. Like it's really really coming. Uh, it's coming. That's all I can say. It's coming. I'm taking right now. I'm just trying to focus on these videos, getting these descriptions. Uh, like I'm getting these descriptions out the way first, so I can you guys can still have content the next upcoming weeks. So that way, like while you guys still have content, I can still have time to still do the video and everything. So actually, I can read a little bit. Let me read a little bit of like what's going on for the script, by the way. So we're at our 14th page, guys. This is a interesting long ass video. So let me just read a bit of it. Everything's gonna change, by the way. So everything will change actually. So here's what I got so far. So I'm gonna record this all into one, right? I'm gonna try to attempt to record this all into one. So anyway, excuse me. So this is like the part of the Canada Mississauga. I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna call this yet. But anyway, we're just gonna call this the Canada situation for right now. Till I find something better. So it said, as stated in the beginning of the video, the Canada Chuck E. Cheese locations will undergo the remodels in 2025. However, no one expected what was gonna happen. As confirmed by Mark Cunningham himself, it was confirmed that the Mississauga location would be saved, as it was the last road stage in existence. Now, with this news, it given two sides from the community. On one side, you got your family members that were happy about another stage being saved, as you'll have some of your fans that were happy by this decision. As speaking for myself, as much as I love to see another stage saved, But with Mississauga's condition, it gave me a bit skeptical from corporate, as they were pretty aware of the awful condition, which some fans hoped that the bots will get proper maintenance, or at least get new or different bots. Cynthia has saved bots at SPT, and with Willowdale housing the last two stages in Canada, as when that store gets remodeled, their bots can be parts for Mississauga. However, a screenshot from Mark's Reddit post clarify otherwise. So what I'm gonna do is, in this part, I'm gonna like put a picture of Mark's like response, and I'm gonna read it. Well, when I'm recording it, I'm gonna read it, and I'm like gonna read off his post, and that's like it. It's like a bridge, not a bridge, it's like a little pause right there. Honestly, yeah, there we go. I think it's a good word. Anyway, so that's like the pause right there. Well, you'll see when I edit it, right? You'll see when it gets edited. Anyway, now with this statement, especially with the quote unquote not promising, made various members question this statement. Which, not to mention, he also pointed out that we wanted something special in Canada as it was the last road stage. Now, I get it. This is a part of Mark's job for the company, but in my concern, would I say this location? No. As I firmly believe, and you may agree with me, or not, but there were some great road stage is in the past that didn't deserve the 2.0 treatment. And with Mississauga supposedly being the last road stage as a legacy location, it was just an iffy hope. And the funny thing, and Mark said the same guy said, we didn't have to save any of the stages. Right, exactly. Oh, I will point that out too, as well. Right. I think that's what he said in that little complaint or something. I gotta look back at it again. I saved it. Anyway, so it says here, this is what I got so far again. As months after this announcement, Mark would post on Reddit that the boss at Dixie Road would turn out to be unsabalded, or well, okay, I'll just say are pretty much impossible to restore. That's not a word, but you'll find out later when I record it. He claims the tech came up with a plan to move the road stage to Willowdale and use different bots. Now, as you probably guessed it, since corporate obviously didn't want to attempt to restore the stage or use extra bots from SPT, they decided to move the stage to Willowdale, which housed a 2-stage. Previously mentioned, the 2-stage would have replaced the road stage, but seeing the road stage replacing the 2-stage is basically, as I put it, it's basically a reverse classification itself. Just like saying turning the Rockfire, no, sorry, just turning Munch's Make Believe Band back into the Rockfire Explosion. Which, yes, it was actually true. There were some stores that did change the Munch's Make Believe Band back to the Rockfire Explosion, which is awesome and weird and pretty cool. Don't expect us to put that in the script for that. I probably will. Anyway, just going off a tangent here. But back on the subject. a reverse conjugation, you will. I might just say that. Like, it'd be like turning the Much Weekly band back to the Rockfire Explosion, which, yes, for those who aren't aware, that actually happened before, was pretty awesome, was pretty interesting, pretty cool, pretty crisp. Oh, shit. I need to get back on something. But back on the subject, it was confirmed again that instead of making Mississauga the final legacy location, it'll be Willowdale. I am about to have so much means to look into this, as the road stage is supposed to be at that location, and honestly, it doesn't make no sense. In my honest opinion, this is another sign of corporate BS, because how in the world are you gonna claim you're gonna save a specific store so to basically have something special with Canada? And of course, keep in mind, the road stage is a rare stage, just like the CU1 stage. They're pretty much hard to find to come across, to which you'll say not promising and claim the bots are hard to restore, but choose another location and to move the road stage but use different bots. Classic CEC, classic. However, on June 15th, 2025, the road stage on Mississauga would be removed, and Mississauga would go under the 2.0 remodel, and it's be like, but wait! What about, what about Willowdale? What about the road stage? And then it just goes from there, which, God, is, yeah. So, that's pretty much what I got so far. But I'm gonna wait till I finish these damn descriptions. I'm gonna finish. I'll wait through these descriptions actually first um before I do all that. Sadly, Liam would be right about being featured in 2 store tour from there last year. What? He said that? I'm gonna look at it right now. I'm gonna look at this right now before we hop off, because I gotta finish these videos. So my goal tonight is finish most, if not all, the videos. I'm gonna look right now. It said Mrs. Saga. No, that's not it. That's oops. That's recently watched. I'm not about to scroll through all his videos. Oh, here it is. Only one left. Okay. That's something I was gonna tell him.
May 30th, 2024, I went inside Chuck E. Cheese for the first time.
Do you remember which part it was?
First animatronic show, and since then I've been all.
Oh, here it is. I think I found it.
They're about to perform again.
No, feature the road stage.
Of course, this is the last one of these left, and the big debate in the fandom right now is whether Chuck E. Cheese should make this the 6th legacy store, or they should make a Studio C Alpha the 6th legacy store.
I found it.
Or they should stop at 5 legacy stores. Now, everybody has different opinions on that. Feel free to state your case in the comment section as long as you keep it civil. So everybody has a different opinion on that, about what this should be done. Some people want this to be saved, and some people think this should be taken out. Now, Mark Kupferman, who works at the Chuck E. Cheese executive offices, has commented on this. He says there are currently no plans to make this or any other stage legacy store. Corcoran's content with 5. It's unlikely, but it's not impossible until it's ripped out. So you never know.
Boom, boom, boom. That's all. That's all I hear right now. Not from Liam. I hear this from Mark. Thank you, man. I will definitely clip that. I am clipping that actually. When you know what? Yeah. I'm clipping that now. I'm clipping that. I'm catching it. I didn't realize it actually, but this was right before the whole thing went down. That's crazy. Thanks, dude. You know what? I am definitely clipping this for the video, bro. Like, hopefully I don't get mad at me for it, but still, it's part of the drama. I mean, it's part of this whole hybrid thing. That's crazy, bro. Oh shoot, I muted it.
History, however, Mark also, this is important to mention, he has confirmed that a copy of every single stage is saved, which includes the road stage, and we know that the...
Okay, here's another one that he says. It says here, I gotta screenshot this too. It says, hey everyone, I've seen many of your messages, and while I may not respond to them all, I do my best to engage where I feel I can contribute meaningfully. I understand that some of you are not in favor of our monetization effort, and I genuinely respect your feelings on this matter. It's clear this is a sensitive topic, and I understand that everyone processes changes differently. Please know that we're consistently working hard to balance the needs of our cast members, guests, shareholders, and you, our dedicated fan base. Can somebody shove something up his damn ass, please? It's not always easy, but we truly value the perspective you bring to the table. I have taken many of your ideas and feedbacks to heart. Yeah, so I remember that line very, very easily. I had taken many of your ideas and feedbacks to heart, and that sounds like something happened to someone that we know very dearly, where this person had an idea, Mark took it and ran off with it and called it his own. Any name in particular? You know? Anyway, and we have follow-up on several of your suggestions from Reddit, personal conversations, and surveys. Regarding the stage, our position hasn't changed. I haven't been as vocal on this topic because I realize repeating the same points may not be helpful. However, I do want to share that we have saved copies of all the stages thanks to David Intensive. While we haven't decided on their future yet, we hope we find a meaningful way to share them with you all someday. Yes, taxidermies. Good job, Dave. Good job, guys. Thank you for continuing engagement and passion. I appreciate all your feedbacks and ideas, and I'm always here to listen. Right, but when we say something negative, you want to throw a hissy fit. So stupid. I found this section where yeah, I found it. It was the Future of the Road stage.
Road stage that was saved was the one on Albemarle Road in Charlotte. So that was saved. So there is a copy of this saved, even if they don't save this in store. But if they don't save this, then that'll be it for road stages until they decide what they're going to do with that one in storage. So
yep, I ain't clipping this. I'm clipping this for the interview. I mean, not the interview. I'm sorry. I'm clipping this for the video. That's what I'll do. I will clip it for the video. That is what I will do for the video. But anyway. So do you have a proper name for it? I don't know yet. I'm just typing it out right now because I still want to see like how far can I go with the script and like how far I want to go for it, like how much I want to not record, but type out. Because right now it's still like I'm still balancing. Like my plan is first is to get these descriptions out the way first for the video, and then like how far I want to go like into talking about it. Like I said, it's gonna get reworked around. The script's gonna get reworked around again. The Cursed CEC Canada Chronicles Corrigan. I'm gonna put that on my notes right now. Actually, I'm gonna give it to the timestamps. I gotta update these timestamps too, but let me go to the timestamps because that's another thing I need to update is the timestamps on the videos, which I never got a chance to update any timestamps right now. Right, that's true. The curse. I mean, the chat thing about delete real soon. And I know I forget it. Like, not the crush. Hold on. I'm trying to do it, but it's like it erased. I guess man is very bad. Canadian. That's a good word. Yeah, Canadian. Where do you come up with this? I don't know where you come up with this stuff, man. Like your comments are like so amazing. Like you bring like a good pun. There we go. You bring in like a good pun and then it easily works. And I was like, where do you come up with this stuff? Just like make it work. So yes, I put that in there for the in the notes. So like whenever. There you go. See you go. Look at that. But I gotta update those timestamps still. When I watch the video again, because I gotta update. I think the main course is the only one I need to update. But other than that, I'm gonna end it off here. It comes from the mind, man. Hey, like what you're thinking, man. But anyway, I'm gonna end it off here, guys. I just want to come on here for a little bit, discuss about the mics and Selfie 6 situation. Then we kind of like went out to more of the other talk. But Saturday Night Live. You know, it's gonna be a fun one. Hopefully, we can finish watching the rest of the rant video and stuff. I'm gonna go now because I do need to finish these descriptions for these upcoming videos, so you guys can have content while I finish up this whole topic too. But you know, release date coming very very soon, and vlog Saturday. So hopefully we do more of these. But anyway, sorry for this randomness live. I just decided I want to come on here and talk about the damn mic thing. I'm sorry. I know it's gonna play in my head for a little bit, and then like I had to come on here and talk about it because it was driving me nuts, and I was like, I'm still mad and disappointed about what happened. So like I had to come on here for a little bit and talk to you guys about the mic thing and stuff. So hopefully Amazon sees through. But anyway, that's enough for tonight. You guys enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you all. Hopefully I can see you guys Saturday. We'll see. Anyway, you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Stay tuned for the video Saturday and the rest of the videos coming out next upcoming weeks. Good night, y'all. Oh, and do not forget, one last final reminder too. Do not forget, ladies and gentlemen, in about 3 weeks away. Yes, 3 weeks away. Well, yeah, we're gonna say 3, but technically 4. But okay, anyway, sorry. In about 4 weeks away, we're gonna have our Muppet movie night. So of course, September 27th. Make sure you do not miss it. You know, that is the weekend after Jim Henson's birthday. So, of course, just want to thank you guys for that. I will keep reminding you guys every time on the stream for it. So, just remember, in about 4 weeks away, which should be this Saturday, but week 3. But anyway, 4 weeks away, we'll have our Muppet movie night. No, that's long overdue, but no other way but celebrate the death of Jim Henson or the birth of Jim Henson. You know, Jim Henson's legacy overall. We will watch that lovely special. So, 27th September. Do not miss it. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna finish these videos and yeah. Okay. See you guys. Bye.